real things that are just fake. One of which is that stupid repo show. Don't try to even tell me that that's real.
It's a fake repo show?
It's fake. That repo show is fake. I think they might take some real situations and put bad actors in them, and you can tell it's all fake.
Is it dramatization?
Yes, because the cameras are there. No one's face is ever pixelated out. They're acting too shocked, and then there's drama, and there's always a confrontation. It's absolutely fucking fake.
I wonder
fake.
if they offer to pay their actors, or if they offer to pay the people's car off if they allow them to do it.
Fuck no, because they're not. They're actors. You could tell they're actors because they're bad actors too. One of them actually went Louis Bean. It was horrible.
You eat John.
So that's for John. Ugh. I just got such douche chills.
A show that's repoing cars, man. That's
you would think you could, if you put a little time into it.
Why not?
It's just kind of
it would be pretty much cops.
Yeah.
Get the guy in the back seat with the cameras and roll.
Roll and see what you come up with. But no, everything's got to be this big. It's almost like they're trying to do a Dog the Bounty Hunter with repo, so they can't pull it off, so they fake it. And then this other show I was laughing at, and I couldn't turn it off, is 1,000 Ways to Die.
Great.
And it's like these are actual deaths that have taken place. And, dude, it's urban legends.
Oh, really?
They're fucking but they're saying, like, these people actually died like this.
Like
and
what?
A couple of
got
them,
one?
A couple of them I could see. A woman swallowed a tapeworm to lose weight.
Oh, shut
and
up.
Yeah.
You deserve to die.
But it didn't happen.
Okay.
The electrician that threw a power cord into the lake to kill the fish.
Mm-hmm.
And then he wound up touching the aluminum boat and getting electrocuted. They're just like all these like.
What about the guy that was on a ladder, fell off the ladder, and then fell kind of backwards until his ass landed in the doorknob?
Oh wow, yeah, that happens.
My cousin knew
all
that
the
guy.
time. Yeah.
Yes.
There was another one where a guy, I guess he had put a thing of, he wanted something up his ass. Oh. So all he could find was some pepper spray, a pepper spray canister.
Right.
So he shoved it up his ass.
Yeah.
And then
well, you gotta. I mean,
he had some kind of altercation with police, and when he hit the ground, it went off inside of him.
Yeah. Okay.
And they showed like the internal, what would happen inside if pepper spray went into your intestine.
You think that would hurt?
And stuff. Yeah, because he was just writhing in pain on the ground, and they didn't know
would burn?
what to do. Yeah, they just thought he was making a very, very bad fart. Wow, cleared the room out. But it was, they're fake. Look at this guy, 1,000 Ways to Die rules.
Why does it rule?
Death is paralyzing powder. There was another guy that worked at a company that he would wheel in these pieces of furniture that needed the paint baked on them. You know, like metal lawn furniture, things like that. Thermite paint. What a tool.
Always funny.
And he had narcolepsy. So he went in there and fell asleep. And his buddy, and they show like the dramatization of it, just shut the door without looking inside. He just shuts this big, giant door and turns the oven on and cooked his friend.
Holy shit.
And then another woman, that one right there, you see her face that Danny
Screaming?
put up? Yeah. She she had an emergency as she was diving and had to come up pretty fast. So they put her in a decompression chamber so she wouldn't get the bends. So it takes a long time, to decompress. And some worker at the place she was at opened up the decompression chamber and she exploded. It's like, first of all, you wouldn't explode. You'd get the bends where, you get the nitrogen bubbles. It's almost like opening up a soda bottle in your blood. It starts bubbling in your blood, you get nitrogen bubbles, and you can die that way. But your head is not going to explode in the glass. Like right after that shot, they show her looking through a portal, and her head explodes.
Is it an actress reenacting, obviously?
Yeah. It's all reenactments.
I hate reenactments.
Another one was which was kind of funny because all I could think of was Jimmy. It was Ozzy fans, two Ozzy fans waiting to go to Ozfest, and they were like, "These are the biggest Ozzy fans ever," and there were these two douchey guys sitting at a picnic table just going, "Ozzy, Ozzy, dude, look, Ozzy burgers." Like they were just douchey being Ozzy fans. And then another guy goes, "Dude, look what I brought." And he brought ants. And it was like, dude, we could snort them like Ozzy did.
Nice.
So they snorted them, but they were fire ants. and they went inside their nasal cavities and stung them, and they swelled up and suffocated and died.
Why couldn't they breathe through their mouth?
That's what I was thinking until they said that their throat swelled up too, because the ants went back there and stung their throat, and they swelled up and died.
I said shut the fuck up,
It
but
didn't
that
happen.
Oh, that did?
No, I'm just saying.
That
They said it did, but I'm saying it didn't happen.
Are they using actual names of people?
No, of course not.
So
the
then
names have been changed
All
to
right,
protect
so this
the,
shit
the
didn't
dead.
happen, or maybe
Why protect them?
Because
Exactly.
it's not protecting it. It's hard to look up these cases.
Dude, find the Ozzy one because it is so bad.
Can we get clips from that for Jimmy?
It's so bad how phony into Ozzy these people are.
Oh, because they were acting
They're
out?
acting.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
They're just acting. And
What
it's
is
really
the
funny.
paralyzing? Is that succinylcholine? That was a paralyzing thing.
Yeah.
You take that and someone can feel everything and they're aware, but they can't.
And they're aware,
move.
right?
Hey.
Another guy ate change all the time, and because you have this thing where you just eat like change,
Sure.
and metal things, and his stomach ripped open, and he bled to death. Yeah.
Well, we got Andrew from Brooklyn. He wants in on this. Andrew.
Y'all guys go to SpikeTV.com. They got all videos from that TV show.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Where?
SpikeTV.com. I see it says play video.
Yeah, we don't see any.
I see them all.
Do you see it in? I don't really go to Spike. Yeah, we don't see it, Andrew.
see
Can
it,
you help
Andrew.
us find it?
We're looking, Andrew.
We're looking.
Hold on a minute.
SpikeTV.com.
We're looking for it.
No, I don't
Andrew,
see it.
you know when the space shuttle's coming back?
That has something to do with the topic. Like, I'm just trying, just telling you where it is.
No, I know. Do you know when the space shuttle's coming back from the station?
Thursday.
Thursday?
It's coming back.
And which shuttle is it?
Endeavor. That's it.
What?
Which one is it?
Endeavor. That's it.
The what in the what?
The Endeavor space shuttle. That's it.
No.
Probably.
Special Endeavor.
He doesn't want to be that
I
guy
know,
anymore.
but I want him to be.
So do I. He just wants to
Look at
be a
this.
regular caller.
Point blank saying he's not falling for your crap.
So why,
Anthony.
Andrew, you're calling up to support Mayor Stu Rasmussen?
No.
Yeah,
No.
why do you like the tranny mayor? That's really weird you'd call about that one.
I'm not talking about the tranny mayor.
Mayor. The
Can you
tranny mayor. No?
Why? What do you? What?
Just get the audio of 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yeah, we're
We're
looking,
looking
for
for it now, so hold on. We're
We just
looking
can't
for it.
find it.
Stu, you're saying Stu Rasmussen is on that site?
No, I'm just saying that, videos from that show, Spike TV's website.
You like the tranny mayor though?
Do you believe he should be in politics
Oh, good question.
like that, Andrew?
He's weird, and I wouldn't vote for him.
For
what,
who?
What about for governor?
No, I wouldn't vote for him.
What about for what is he now?
Y'all got it?
What is he? What is he now
Yeah.
though? What position does he have
yeah.
now?
I forgot. Is he governor?
Yeah, he's just mayor.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Gotta write that down.
Well, Andrew, I think we found it, so thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
All right, see you.
All right, Andrew from Brooklyn, everyone.
Bye, sweetie.
Let's go to Paul in Jersey. Paul.
Yo,
Hey, Paul.
I just want to let Ann know that shitty Operation Repo show plays a little message before it starts saying that it's actors in
Is it
traumatized situations.
All right. Is it a message or is it a disclaimer that's in print that goes by real fast?
Disclaimer in print.
All right. See, that's just it. No one reads the fucking disclaimer in print, and they say it's not reality, it's actuality. On the that's their
Actuality.
That's their whole like slug line for the channel.
You can thank lawyers for that one, too. Oh,
Right.
we can't really have, like, a show where you're repossessing cars. Someone could get hurt.
Hey, Ann, have you ever seen that big steroided dude on the show? He's actually got a website, like, trying to plug himself for other acting jobs and shit.
Does he? Yeah, that show's so fucking fake. I watched it one day and I'm like, all right, what's this about? And then I knew instantly. I'm like, this isn't really happening.
Someone is saying the show is really good because it's funny because the acting's so bad. So
Yeah,
it's
the acting's horrid.
So it's worth watching just because the acting's so ridiculous.
Yeah, the acting is really, really bad.
All right,
Oh, Danny found it.
Thank you, sir.
Danny found it.
Which one is this? The ants?
That's the ants with the Ozzy thing.
All right.
I just like how into Ozzy, fake fakely into Ozzy they are.
All right.
This will disgust Jimmy.
This next story is a warning to all who worship false gods. It can be extremely hazardous to your health.
What, watching this?
Taylor and Conrad's deity, Ozzy Osbourne.
Oz, man. Ozzy.
To say they are Ozzy fans does a huge disservice to their complete obsession with the aging rocker. They live, they breathe, they eat.
Because they're like baked like Oz. Oh, man. Yeah, dude.
Their commitment to Ozzy knows no bounds.
I love Oz so much.
I do Ozzy, but not like in a gay way. You know, it's just like...
I would do him in a gay way.
Yeah, that's cool. 1, 2,
Today's the big day.
All right, wait, pause this. Pause it. Thank you, Jimmy.
They're opening Cokes. They're shaking up their fucking Cokes.
They're at a picnic setting. A
They-
lame picnic setting,
By the way, this is supposed to be
like
the
tailgating or something?
tailgating
What
for
are you
Ozfest.
fucking
And
kidding? You know what?
They picked like someone's front yard.
I am so in with this show because of this clip.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I couldn't stop watching it.
I thought it was just them in their backyard. This is supposed to be at a
No,
concert.
this is supposed to be at a concert.
And
dude.
these fucking homos. First of all, they couldn't get the labeling, so neither one of them is wearing an Ozzy shirt,
No.
and they couldn't get the right to Ozzy music, so they're playing some shitty generic metal bed in the back. Fucking assholes.
And then because, you know, they're getting ready for the Ozzy concert, it's time to drink something.
Yeah, and they
Which
shake up
obviously
soda.
would be beers that you shake up
Yeah.
and fuck around with. But no, in this case, it's, what, Coke?
It's Coke. They shake it up and they open and go, Oz! Oz!
What's wrong with you? Who does that?
Nobody. That's why I was watching this going, this stinks.
Their commitment to Ozzy knows no
Dude,
bounds.
and I was just thinking, oh, Jimmy.
You
He doesn't act like
unintentionally
this.
just turned me on to a great show.
Now you're going to
I
watch
gotta
this
watch
because
this
it's so
show.
ridiculously
All right, back
bad.
to
And then
the
you can see
Ozzy.
where the actors are improv. They probably just talk and they try to be funny. I do them not in a gay way. That's the two guys
Yeah, that's
improv
it,
trying to be
improv-ing.
funny.
They're like, well, leave that in. That was good.
It was funny, yeah.
All right.
These guys are tools.
And Taylor has a special treat for his friend.
Guess what it is? Guess what it is? I know, right? Oz cream. Oh,
Rock and roll legend has it that Ozzy and Nikki Sixx once snorted a line of ants to show just how hardcore they were.
It's ants, man. Fire ants, man.
The decision to snort ants, from all the things you could enact from Ozzy Osbourne, this probably was not the best thing to go for to begin with. It would be almost a punishment if there wasn't any social Darwinism involved in it, if there wasn't some kind of a consequence involved.
Oh, dude. Dude? Nicky Sting? Yeah, Nicky Sting on the Ozzy, yeah! Dude.
Oh,
Taylor and
chill, right?
Conrad want to be hardcore
Do you like
too.
this, Jimmy?
A couple of lines of fire ants should do the trick.
No, I'm gonna take one. Oh,
Dude, as soon as you snort up fire ants into your nose, the first thing you do is bite. And immediately upon biting, they sting. They'll inject as much venom as they can. They're very, very pissed off, and rightly so.
God, what is that?
That will cause intense pain. Hence the head banging, lots of drooling, lots of screaming, wrenching of the eyes, trying to clear the nose out. And you're going to have very long fingers to get the ants out of your nose. It's just not going to happen. Then the swelling starts. That'll start closing up the nose. You can't breathe. The trachea starts to close up. Suffocation follows.
Now they show them just writhing in pain. They're on the
And
ground.
the ants are still in the Tupperware, not
and they're
crawling
dead.
out.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot ants.
And now they're dead.
Stupid bastards. A couple hundred fire ants won't necessarily kill you. But if you inhale them into your nasal cavity and down your throat, you can't breathe, you die. A couple of big jerks. Ozholes.
Ozholes?
Stay.
Ozholes. Well, the only reason I kept watching, see, it says, watch what it says, Ozhold.
Ozhold.
Now, after every single one, they put a little thing that had to do with how they died. So the whole thing of me watching this was trying to guess what they were going to name the little segment. Like that was, one was butt plugged.
Yeah.
And that was the guy that shoved the fucking shit up his,
What the
pepper
fuck?
spray
Yeah,
up his
right,
ass.
right. You know what? I'm surprised they didn't call us to host this show.
I know.
This is
Doesn't it
perfect
sound
for
like
us.
something they would give us?
Yeah.
Die it. Yeah, Die It was the one with the woman with the with the tapeworm.
I want to play the Aussie fan.
Oz
Burgers.
What the fuck is that? I don't know.
No one talks like that.
No, they were so. Yes, they do, Jimmy. When you're that into Ozzy, so you're just not as into Ozzy as you think you are, or you want other people to think you are. They were true Ozzy fans. Oz, and then you shake your soda.
Let's go to Pete in Bayshore. Pete.
Oh, try to find the one on there about the guy who was tripping out on acid in the desert. He wanders onto a bunch of people having sex dressed up as animals, and he sees one girl, jumps on her, turns out to be a real bear, eats him.
See, they're all urban, and they say these
here.
deaths are all
I was
real.
laughing my ass off.
They say they're all real. It's like it's so phony. They're all urban legends.
Oh, that's classic. Jesus.
It really is stupid, man. You watch it.
I got to watch now.
I was watching and I'm texting.
I think they're doing it tongue-in-cheek, obviously, right?
Well,
I mean, looking at that.
It's very tongue-in-cheek
I
the
think
way they do it.
I think they got together like, all right, all these urban legends, we could probably make a show out of this somehow.
But they're trying to present it like it's real, like almost Faces of Death, because then the last one of the day, I've noticed this, the last one of each show is an actual thing where they show video of, like, they show that plane crashing after the hijackers made the plane run out of gas.
Oh, in the ocean,
yeah, in the ocean. They showed that and talked to one of the survivors of that crash. So, like, it'll end with something real, which maybe that's how they get away with saying these deaths are real.
Right.
Not all of them. Only the last one.
I know you brought Aussie fans hijacked their plane. Fly us to Aussie.
Fly Oz plane.
Yeah, the ozone layer.
I know you brought this to the show so we could beat it up, but I think I
now
might
you gotta
become a
watch
fan
it.
of the
Dude,
show.
I wasn't saying it's not entertaining to watch. Right. I was saying it's just bullshit.
It's so ridiculous.
I call bullshit.
When they got all excited about the big Ozzy concert and they shook up their coats.
Oz! And they shook the Coke up and all the foaming all over each other.
Couldn't they like make it look sort of like a beer?
That would.
Why not just have a beer?
Oh my God!
Well, that's
because they
crazy.
seem to be. They might have been underage. I don't know.
Yeah,
But they could show them dying. That was a terrible show.
I was texting during that show, and the text I was getting back was, "Why are you watching it then?" I'm like, I can't change the channel.
Oh, yeah, we talk about that on the show all the time.
I can't stop watching this.
I watch shit just to be completely pissed off.
Yeah.
Let's go to Rich in New Hampshire. Rich.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up, little Jimmy?
All right.
I'm just going one of the best shows on that Repo show was they go to take this DeLorean from this kid, and he breaks out into like a Michael Jackson dance. It's the most staged thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's all fake. Somebody sent me that video, and that's what got me on trying to read the disclaimer and finding out it's fake, is because somebody goes, and check this out, it's funny.
Yeah,
and it's a video of a guy that's getting his DeLorean repoed, and he starts moonwalking and stuff.
Yeah, and he punches one of the guys, and they all get freaked out.
Oh, there's always punching and throwing things, and then the big repo guys have to jump in, and there's a lot of bad mouthing, and it's all fake.
Yeah, if you guys can watch that, it's hilarious. I think you guys would like it. All right, I'm punching out, guys. See you later.
Thank you, sir. Is this one true, Aunt? Jamie in London, Ontario.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, boys?
Wait, is London, Ontario just over the border in Buffalo?
Just over the border by Port Huron. Sarnia?
Yeah, that's where all the strip clubs are, right?
Yeah, lots of strip clubs, yeah.
Oh.
With the Asians taking it all off.
They can take it all off. It's great.
All right, sir. It just brought back a memory when I saw London, Ontario. I think I had to do gigs there and then drive back into the States drunk.
All right.
When I was doing radio in Buffalo. For real. It was the most nerve-wracking thing ever.
Yeah, U.S. Custom boys, they can be pretty scary, actually. I used to cross the border to Detroit.
I think I
every
told the
night.
story. I was coming back from a gig. I had to spin records at a horrendous bar somewhere in London, Ontario. And then they had the stop on the way back into the country after you get over the border. And I blew whatever the legal limit was. I missed it by. I was under by
3 border patrolmen.
I missed it by 0.1 or whatever it would be by just one. And the guy goes, "This is your night. You are so lucky." And I went, "Holy shit!" And I kind of learned a lesson that day.
Yeah,
kind of learned that could have been
close.
a biggie. What
Those
do you got?
Customs guys are hardcore.
No
hey,
shit.
I was a buddy of mine was telling me this morning. I didn't see it, but he was watching that show last night, and apparently a girl takes a carrot and cleans it up, shaves it off or whatever, and uses it to get off on herself.
and does all kinds of internal damage, cuts herself up and bleeds out or bleeds to death or something to that effect. You might want to look into it.
With a carrot.
Was that really on Spike TV? That's pretty risque.
Yeah.
He was telling me it was on that 1001 Ways to Die. I didn't see it, but that's what he was just telling me this morning about it, actually.
Let's break this down a little bit. You're a girl. You want to get off with a carrot, right? Why wouldn't you cut off the tip of those goddamn things?
Yeah. You round it off.
Round it off. Chop. Just chop the tip off.
Look how fake this is.
You
this
know what
guy
I
did a
said?
Michael Jackson
Why
dance
wouldn't
and
you
kicked
just
one of the guys. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
No. Why wouldn't you just use a cucumber? Wouldn't that be a lot easier?
Yeah.
I just got the douche chills because we're doing two things right now. You're talking about the carrot with the 1,000 Ways to Die, and then we found the video of the guy moonwalking or doing Michael Jackson moves when his car is being repossessed, a DeLorean, and it's ridiculous how stupid this looks.
Yeah, look, he starts dancing, and as he's doing Michael Jackson dance, he kicks one of the guys.
This is good.
Yeah, this is so real.
All right, boys.
All right,
Let us know.
thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, have a good day.
All right.
I kicked him in the ass.
Yeah. It's so fake.
Terrible.
All right. Wow, a lot of people are watching this show, Ant.
I know.
Chris in Houston. Chris.
Good evening.
Hey, Chris. Funny every time.
I know.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah. One of the deaths that I thought was hilarious. This a guy was a raging alcoholic, had like throat surgery done. So he couldn't drink. So he gets it. He's sitting there. The scene plays out. He's sitting there holding a warm bottle enema bag with a bottle of sherry, asking his wife to fill up the bag, shove the enema up his ass, and get him drunk that way. Well, because the alcohol can't go through the liver, he dies of alcohol poisoning.
See? There was a one with drinking last night, a biker. This biker guy, just some biker, robbed some vague place. Like, it's all very vague.
Sure.
And he was celebrating.
Good evening.
He was celebrating by drinking some whiskey by a campfire in the woods as he was on the lam,
Yeah.
And he got all mad because he dropped his whiskey and it broke. So he's like, oh, and he can't go into town because, they're looking for him. So he decided, why not drink a little gasoline? That should give me a buzz. So he siphoned some gas out of his motorcycle gas tank, added some Red Bull to it or something, and started drinking it. And now the science comes in where they interview some person that tells what happens if you drink gasoline, that type of alcohol, which isn't the same alcohol that's in booze. So he doubles over in pain and starts vomiting. But now he's vomiting, and he's got the campfire in front of him. So he vomits in front of it in his fire. The fire now goes back into the vomit. It's all over him, and he catches on fire and burns to death from drinking gasoline and vomiting in the campfire.
I heard about that guy. He was a biker,
yeah.
and he robbed a thing.
Yeah, fuck. Jimmy knows. Bango!
I love how movies and television, like, they try to show gasoline as, like, it's so super combustive that you could just don't even get a spark near gasoline or else shit's going to explode. I've watched enough Mythbusters, like, where you can't, they tried throwing a lit cigarette into a puddle of gasoline, and it doesn't work. It does not happen like that.
It doesn't work.
It has to, the air mixture has to be just right. It has to be kind of atomized almost for it to happen. There's no way you're vomiting gasoline into a fire.
We all get paranoid when we're pumping gas, though. I'm not taking any chances.
Superheated, atomized, yeah. Or direct flame.
And that's...
which is, superheated.
And is this true, Bill on Long Island? Repo lets camera guy get in car they were towing and it flipped over.
See?
Ugh. Here we go. Diane talking about the carrot thing. Diane in Cleveland.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm completely obsessed with this show. The guy that called in about the carrot, I guess she didn't shave it good enough. And, it tore the vaginal wall or something.
How did it...
And it got air into her veins and got to her heart.
Embolism, huh?
Yes. Yeah, that's what they said.
That's so stupid. I've never heard of a masturbation with a carrot fatality like that. Stop. Like, if a girl can't stick a carrot in her.
I know.
I mean, really.
And then I like the one where the guy, they were wood chipping. And he got the thing stuck, so he decided to climb on it and kick it through, and it stuck in his leg.
Well, that one probably happens. That's the first one I believe could happen.
Yeah, I believe something like that happens
Sure.
because people are stupid with machinery, but,
the narrator said if he's this stupid to try it, maybe deserve to die.
Yeah, the narrator really doesn't give a shit about any of these people. He just makes jokes about them.
That's probably why people are watching. 'Cause
That's the gimmick.
Phones are unbelievable right now.
That's the gimmick.
People are watching the show, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that last night. It was just like,
Now
oh my
I'm mad
God.
they didn't ask us to host this hit show for Spike TV.
No, it wasn't Mythbusters meets fucking Jackass. Although it is kind of like Mythbusters meets Jackass because they have the Jackass people doing stupid stuff, and then they have the Mythbuster angle where they have the people that tell you the science as to how they died.
Right.
So, yeah, why the fuck weren't we asked?
And did they ever make Mythbusters meets Jackass, the project they wanted us to host so
there
badly?
are a couple of shows like this.
Are they doing well?
Shit, I can't remember.
There's another one called Catch It.
We turned down this
Catch It,
show.
Keep It. Catch It, Keep It.
And how long did we, for real, 2 to 2.5 years they were courting us to
Yeah.
do this dumb TV show.
Years ago.
Did anyone end up doing it?
It was ahead of our time.
But I wonder if it's the same production company that was trying to get us.
I'll try to find the name of the show. It's not on anymore, but I think they were using Mythbusters as a lead into it, and that's exactly what the show was. I can't remember what it was called now.
It's not around anymore?
Nah, I think it was like one season and done. It was one and done.
We knew how ridiculous this thing was.
Yeah.
Because then we started thinking,
I'll find it.
The lawyers are going to get involved, so even if this show has a chance, they're going to shut down
they'll
half,
fuck it all
half
up.
the ideas we would want to do.
Exactly.
And then we're left doing lame shit.
Look what they let them do on MythBusters, though. They give them pretty leeway. Don't forget the lawyers there probably aren't the same as
Because
here.
it's all and they actually talk though about what they have to go through. Certain times when they blew up that fucking cement truck was probably was one of the best explosions I've ever seen on MythBusters.
I saw that one.
They were trying to show how they could get one of the myths was that somebody threw a stick of dynamite in a cement mixer to get the dried cement off the inside because somebody fucked up and left it in there without it spinning. So they threw a stick of dynamite in, and they realized that can't happen. But they wanted to know, then they always take it one step further and go, let's just fill this fucking thing with dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
But they get
Gotta make good TV.
The FBI gets involved, the ATF gets involved. Like they have government agencies that get involved with this. They don't just go out on their own and get some fucking dynamite and blow the fucking thing up.
And it helps that they're scientists,
But it blew up this a cement mixer to where there were just little pieces of metal left.
That's amazing. Hey, Dan, you still watch Mythbusters?
Sure, everything.
I used to love that show, and then I kind of started tapping out. Are they running out of ideas? Or
I don't think so. I mean,
they kind of changed the premise of it a little because it used to just be urban legends and myths like that. So they kind of did this thing like now they'll do stuff where they'll try out things that work in movies and see if it really works. Movie myths.
I mean, those are still good episodes, too.
It's kind of not really a myth. It's kind of a movie, so they over-dramatize certain things. Yeah, it still falls into the category, but it's not like an urban legend.
Have they done, like, cartoon shit? All that ridiculous stuff they did in cartoons?
They have, actually. I remember one that I just saw recently was they wanted to see if you could, I mean, obviously, the old finger in the shotgun trick.
Yeah.
See if you could plug up
That's
the barrel.
funny.
But, I mean, obviously they knew it was going to do significant damage to a finger, but could you actually get the barrel of a gun to peel back like banana style?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that becomes the myth
They
for the
did
show.
get a
And,
split in one of the barrels.
It's still
They did get a
interesting to
split.
see,
And they... Wow. Okay.
the ways that, that they go about achieving those results.
Right.
And they're just really funny guys. They're so odd together that it's pretty funny.
I like when they come in. We haven't had them on in, God, probably a
it's
year
been a
now.
while. They don't
And,
need our
and that stupid Mike Rowe, who's a friend of the show. Where have you been, Mike?
He's everywhere.
With these
Apparently,
national TV commercials. You forgot
for
about
everything.
your pals, Opie and Anthony?
He's voicing everything.
Maybe we should treat him nicer next time he's in here.
I know.
We usually beat him up.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you gotta
What,
make
Jimmy?
Wheaties?
What?
I've been holding it for
What?
25 minutes. I have to pee.
Oh, little
right.
I'll see you
hummingbird
soon.
bladder.
Yeah, I can't wait. I haven't
But
gone
you're
yet.
wearing an Aussie shirt.
Piss
for Ozzy.
Are you going to the Oz room?
We're taking an Aussie piss.
Yeah, gotta go take a posse.
Work duty in there somehow. I was trying. I didn't have one.
Snort your own piss. Ozzy would do it.
Yeah, get my water.
Extreme.
Yeah.
Justin in Wyoming. Justin. Justin.
Wyoming?
Justin.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
He
just went to take a
laughed.
piss, you dummy.
Everyone knows he laughed.
what do you want?
Justin, tell me one thing. Hold on, before you get into what you want to say, tell me one thing about Wyoming that the average person wouldn't know.
We all don't fuck sheep.
All right, there you go. Why are you calling the show today?
They did.
Hey, did you guys hear about the one where the girl was out fishing? She snagged a fish,
came back and got in her throat. She suffocated out of the whole deal.
The fish went into her throat? How did that happen?
I just caught it, and I guess her mouth was open.
Oh, she pulled it in the boat, and it got her?
It just went in her throat, I guess.
All right. Good description. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
Well, we can move back to the subject.
It's like that's a guy that can't tell a story, though.